Hey guys, it's Bonnie. Today I am going to do for you, no. Hey guys, it's Bonnie. Today I have my October wrap up for you all. And October was a fantastic reading month for me, which thank God because September sucked. So let's get right into the books. First up, and this, I started this at the end of September, but kind of finished it on the first day of October, so I'm including it now. And that is Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, the third and final book in the Grisha trilogy. I loved this book so much, and I was gonna do a full series review, but I haven't done it yet. Might still do that, I don't know. But I love this book so freaking much. It was such a good conclusion, and yeah, 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it so much. And I can't really give you a synopsis for it because it is the third book in a trilogy. But yeah, the Grisha trilogy, it's kind of like a low fantasy book about this. It's kind of difficult to explain. Just read it. It's really good. Next up, I read Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. And I read this obviously because the movie was coming out. So I did read this and I saw the movie and I really loved this as well. It was really nice. If you don't know, this is kind of like a thriller, murder, mystery kind of book about a guy whose wife goes missing and they have to try to figure out who did it and what happened. I think I give this book a 4.5 stars out of 5 because the beginning was a little slow for me. It kind of took me It kind of took me a little bit to get into it, but once it really started, I loved it. The characters in this book are all such awful people and I thought that was super cool to read about. And yeah, it was just really good, fast-paced adult novel. So, yeah. Next, I read The Fifth Wave by Rick Yancey. This is a kind of post-apocalyptic young adult book about aliens and kind of the end of the world and alien takeover. I really liked this book as well. I believe I gave it 4 stars though because this one, the beginning was really, really slow. Like, it wasn't until about around 200 pages in that I got super invested into the story. But after that I really did love it, so that's why I still give it 4 stars. And I haven't read the next one yet, but I'll probably do that soon. But yeah, I really liked this book. 4 out of 5 stars. Next up, I read Famous in Love by Rebecca Searle, I'm not sure. But this came out October 21st, I believe, and this is an arc that I won from the novel. So I read this when I got it, and I really enjoyed this. I gave it about a 4.5, I think, because it wasn't like anything amazing, but for what it is, I found it really good. Basically, it is about this girl who is going to be starring in the next upcoming, like, YA movie adaptation. And she's like, she's like a nobody right now. And she auditions and gets the part. And she finds herself in a love triangle with her 2 peeps, just like the movie that she's in. So it's kind of about love triangles. And I liked that because it wasn't a love triangle that you weren't expecting or unwanted, if that makes sense. I talked about this a whole lot more because I did a full review on it, so if you want to watch that, I will leave it a link down below. But yeah, 4 or 4.5, somewhere around there. I really like this book. It was really good. I was surprised, but I really liked it. Next, I read Unravel Me, the sequel to Shatter Me by Tahereh Mafi. Yeah, I read Shatter Me back in July, and I don't know why it took me so long to read this one because I love books like this. This is one of my favorite genres to read. This is the second book in a series, so I can't really give a synopsis, but it was really good. I think I gave it 5 stars, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I loved it. It was so good. I don't want to spoil anything, but yeah, I can't wait to read Ignite Me, but I don't know if I want to wait until Ignite Me comes out in paperback or just buy it in hardcover. That's my current dilemma. I don't know. But I really like this book. 5 out of 5 stars. Pretty sure. I feel like I've read so much and I can't remember what I've read. I don't know what happened this month. I don't know. Next, I read probably my favorite book of the month, or at least my favorite new book of the month. Like, it's hard. It's between 2 and you'll see. But it is The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. Oh my god, this book. This freaking book. This is the first book that I really didn't find first on BookTube. I found it on Tumblr from, oh my god. Oh, everything sucks. Oh my god, what even? What am I even saying? Wow. This is the first book that I found out, not really because of BookTube, but because of Tumblr. And it's people that I have like a lot of similar interest so I kind of just went into this book because they said it was good. Had no idea what it's about, but it was fantastic. And it's really hard to explain what it's about, to be honest. But basically, Blue, one of our main characters, because it kind of goes through different point of views. But Blue is from a very clairvoyant family, so they can kind of tell people's futures, talk to the dead, you know, all that kind of crazy, like supernatural kind of stuff. Except she can't. She doesn't have that power to do that, but she like is like an amplifier to anyone around her. So she like brings in the spiritual energy. And then there's the Raven boys, who are just boys that just are great, and I just can't describe this book because it's hard to describe, but it's really, really freaking good. And I don't hear that many people talk about it on BookTube, but I don't know why, because it's amazing. There's gonna be 3 other books in the series. 2 of them are already out. The 3rd one came out this month. I've ordered the next 2. I cannot wait to read them. This was fantastic. 5 out of 5 stars. You need to read this book. I know Maggie Stiefvater has some like around her because of the Shiver series, which I didn't read, but I can already guarantee you that this is 5,000 times better because this book was amazing. And oh god, the characters in this book, I love them so much. Please read it. Please read it. The next 2 books are rereads, so I'm not going to go too far into them, but that is The Darkest Minds and Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken, the first and second book in the Darkest Minds trilogy. And obviously I reread these books because In the Afterlight came out this month. Heck yeah! The final book in the Darkest Minds trilogy. Yeah! The gang's all here. What? Looking beautiful, am I right? So if you don't know, The Darkest Minds is kind of like a dystopian, apocalyptic book in which there is this disease that has gone around, and it's made kids in this generation either die or form a sort of weird thing in their brain where they have powers around the age of 10. And the government is like, heck no, we're not gonna do this. So they put them in these rehabilitation camps. They're supposed to fix them, but really it's just like concentration camps, basically. It's awful. The Darkest Minds is one of my favorite series. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars the first time, and the second time I read it. Gave this one 5 out of 5 stars the first and second time I read it. And I gave In the Afterlight 5 out of 5 stars. Because it was a fan-freaking-tastic conclusion. Once again, I have a full review for In the Afterlight on my channel already, and I will link it down below. Alright, so those are the books that I read this month. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!